Well, the final whistle has gone at Ewood Park, and of course Blackburn Rovers will end 2020 with a draw. Yeah, it's better than it could have been, because of course we were chasing the game for the vast majority of it, but ultimately, yeah, we got too much possession, too little action going forward as Rovers. Could only get a draw against, of course, the strugglers Sheffield Wednesday. They've not really had the good season for them, but of course, bit of positivity heading into this game, courtesy of their win over Coventry not too long ago. But yeah, Rovers. To be honest with you, I think we thought we were the better side, and that might be a little bit biased in blue and white glasses, of course, looking at this game from my point of view, because we saw a lot of possession, and that's it might look good in the statistics on the form book or whatever you want to call it, a lot of possession, but and of course it'll push us up in the charts for seeing a lot of the ball, creating a lot of passes and all that kind of stuff, but ultimately we didn't deliver at the end of it. All that talk, all that action, zero action for Rovers. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it's not good. It's not pretty reading. So yeah, of course, the man, the myth, the legend for Sheffield Wednesday scoring the goal. He's been quiet all season. He's been quiet for probably 18 months, to be honest with you. And it's Adam Reach. Of course, I even said it on the watch along, which have been a bit shitty of late. Of course, my luck for watch alongs have not been good. But Adam Reach, I even said he hasn't scored many goals, but he's got a wand of a peg on him, and he did deliver for Sheffield Wednesday just before the break to give the Owls the lead. And it was a good goal as well. It wasn't a scrappy goal. It was a bit of range on it, a bit of distance. And Kaminsky had no chance. He had to pick it out of the back of the net to give themselves a shock lead, to be honest with you. Rovers seeing all the possession, all of the action. But just like Stoke, just like Bristol City, and just like other teams, just like that, we've been found out. We can give us all the possession in the world, but if we're not clinical enough going forward, it's going to be the same shit every different day. We get found out too frequent, too often in the end. There are some good points to this match, and we'll dig into them in a minute. But we entered the break at a goal behind, and that was not great. And again, this just adds to the Tony Mowbray, Tony Pulis derby for the next time around in Hillsborough. Mowbray has yet to pull the wool over the eyes of Tony Pulis in their previous, I think, 10 or so encounters. Mowbray has never beaten Pulis, and again, this just adds another tick in the box for Pulis. But yeah, second half came. We were given a bit of a teaser at pre-kickoff with the team news that, of course, Big Bad Boy Brereton was back in contention, and there was rumours about that pre-kickoff, and he was on the bench. But that wasn't it. That wasn't the Brucey bonus. That wasn't the Christmas present that we were all staring at pre-kickoff. The Christmas present that we were staring at was the fact that Bradley Dack was on the bench as well. I thought, you know what, it's just a bit of a false dawn. You know what I mean? It's there, but I don't think we'll even go there. But guess what? Mowbray went there, and just like a good poker player, just like a good gin rummy player, he played all the cards at once, all his top cards at once, bringing on Brereton, bringing on Dack, and to effect they did have a bit of a changing momentum to the game as Rovers tried to claw their way back into it. But it wasn't those guys that came together for the goal. It was a man that we've always waited for him to click into top gear, and he does it on occasion. He's been doing it a bit more frequently than others. It is, of course, Joe Rothwell with another dynamic solo goal, and it's not one of those, again, not a scrappy goal. It was a beautifully crafted solo effort, ball at his feet, cutting past 2 or 3 players, and again, it's Maradona. I don't want to say this. It's Maradona-esque. It is Maradona-esque. He just cuts inside, cuts past 2 or 3 players, and puts it in the ball on the back of the net. And if he can do that more often, then we've got a real good player on our hands, and he's starting to show what has been lacking in his game, and that is goals. So yeah, good goal for matey boy there, Joe Rothwell, to get us back in the game 1-1. And again, with the changes, Dack and Brereton up top, potentially we were getting back into this game. The chances started to come in a bit more fluid. There was a bit more spike to our game, but ultimately Sheffield Wednesday under Pulis were happy with that point, and I'm sure they would have been happy with the 3 points. But to walk away from Ewood Park to put another point in the bag, I'm sure he's going to be the happier Tony at the end of it. But ultimately, each and every year I get excited for the Christmas period, and I get let down each and every season by Rovers. It's just like the start of the season. The start of the season was shit. We never win on opening day. And guess what? It's just like the Christmas period. We don't win many games. Over the past 6 games, I think we got 5 points out of the past 6 games. That is not playoff form, boys. That is not playoff form. I'll be fair to you, it's not relegation form either. But ultimately, it's not good enough if we're going to be having any serious ambitions for playoffs. The only benefit out of this is the return of Dack and the return of Brereton. The competition that is going to spike to the likes of Sam Gallagher, who was shit today. The Hope Beast, who since his haircut has been shit as also. We need them to realise, guess what? Dack's waiting to get back in this team, and the only thing that's stopping him right now is match fitness. So you guys need to show me why you deserve to be wearing the blue and white halves, why you deserve to be starting these matches, and right now you've not done that. Same can be said for Gallagher. You're up there to score goals, son. If you can't score goals, what's the point of you being up there? And if you can't do your simple stuff by holding up the play, creating chances for other players, guess what? You're not going to be good enough to be in the team. Mowbray needs to realise that. I know he knows that, and I know really deep down he knows his best 11 does include Dack, and it does include Brereton, and of course the future is a little bit dubious for the likes of Holtby and Gallagher if they cannot deliver the goods. I'm not too sure what that's done for the table, to be honest with you. I don't think it's done much for us to dream of the top 6 again. I think those dreams are going to have to be put on hold for the time being, and to be honest with you, instead of focusing on that, which I have been doing, I think we just need to be focusing on winning games consecutively. Huddersfield are up next, away days. That's the final game of 2020. Can we end it with a bang? I don't know. Then Birmingham, then Doncaster. There are 3 games that, to be honest with you, could go either way. The Doncaster one at home should be a given, but it'd be probably a more likely chance that we're going to see some fringe players getting some game time on that one. But the next 2 in the Championship are definitely winnable, but ultimately I don't know how many points we're going to get out of it, but we need to start winning more games. 5 points out of possible 18 is not good enough, and again, it would have a lot of fans chomping at the bit today saying that Mowbray's gone too far. I think this is enough for him, but to be honest with you, I don't see anything like that as drastic as going to happen that to Tony Mowbray. I think right now getting your best players back is a good sign, and again, there was some real positive signs for Rovers, but to be honest with you, too much possession, not enough action at the end of the day. We need to be more clinical, we need to be putting more shots on goal, that sort of stuff. That's it, my friends. That's all I've got for you today in my instant reaction. A little bit gutted about this one, but we'll move again. A little bit later, we'll do a detailed review. Of course, if you're new, bang the thumbs up, bang the subscribe. I'll be back with some more Rovers action later, but until then, now I'm going to go hang my head in shame.